Hello, Klaus. You are the instructor on the 60601 course on medicaldevicehq.com. But not only that, you're also working as a consultant, helping medical devices company with the 60601, right?
Yeah.
So I've heard that about lots of organizations failing to get their product through the 60601 testing. And that is quite common. Could you let us in on that? How frequent is it, or how common is it that organizations fail in that stage?
Yeah, that's very common indeed. Most, if not all, fail. So around 99% fail type testing according to the standard the first time around, and have to go back and redesign and reapply for testing.
I guess the good news is that if you fail, you shouldn't feel like you're the only one. That's the good news, right?
You're not alone. You're not alone, for sure.
What is it that makes organizations fail then?
Lack of preparation at the right point in time is my experience. So most treat it like what it is. It is a type test. So they wait until the design is finished. Then they go to the lab, do the testing, and get a field report.
So how should you address that then? If that's the cause, what's the right solution?
In my experience, the effective way of ensuring passing testing the first time around is to treat it like a process. So you start during the planning phase, identifying top level requirements. During design development, you drill down, identify all requirements, ensure all the engineers understand what the requirement is, how it will be tested later, apply a proactive approach, define deliverables throughout the design development process. And then once you go to the lab in the verification phase, you're ready for testing and you have designed a device that meets the requirements, which you have already identified, and you have defined how it should be tested.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And I can see the challenge, because it's like you say, it's a standard that you think of using at the very end. So maybe it's not at the top of the list when you start, but maybe it should be, because it's a go no go thing, or a toll gate that you need to pass to continue to the market, right?
Yes, and also it's a challenging standard. It's a big standard. There are many collaterals. There are many particular standards. There are some challenging issues to be addressed within it. And so if you're not familiar with it and know it in great detail, then the natural approach applied by most is to ignore it for later. And that's the setup for failure.
Yeah, I can see that. I recognize that behavior way too much, unfortunately. Well, thanks for sharing that wisdom with us. And I looking forward to speaking more with you in another medical device talk about the 60601. So stay tuned for that, Klaus.
Sounds great. See you.